Hello there. As predicted, the Great Brexit Withdrawal Bill has got some of our politicians in a real spin. Debate started yesterday in the House of Commons on the Brexit Withdrawal Bill that will place all EU law into UK law so as to make our exit from the EU as smooth as possible in legal terms. The Withdrawal Bill, which David Davis said was really the Great Continuity Bill, is the central piece of legislation that will remove the EU Commission, EU Parliament and the ECJ from our legal process and put the UK Parliament and the UK Supreme Court at the top of the pile. It is no real surprise then to learn that Remain-minded MPs in the House are doing everything they can to knock the bill back, with one of their arguments being the bill contains so-called Henry VIII powers that would, they claim, give the government the ability to trash loads of human rights, employment and equality laws. I've covered this in another video called Brexit the Great Continuity Bill, amongst others. But the question that we should ask these Remainers is, why are they suddenly so bothered? This bill is about bringing those EU laws over which Parliament has had no say anyway into UK law. The Remainers were quite content for the European Communities Act of 1972 to give the European Union what amounted to huge Henry VIII powers over our Parliament without a single murmur of discontent by these Remain MPs. The EU made those laws and, if they were seen by UK parliamentarians, it was their job just to reword them a bit and apply the rubber stamp. I also remember during the lead up to the EU referendum, the Remainers pooh-poohed claims by the Leavers that the EU made huge amounts of our laws. The Remainers completely denied it. But now, suddenly, there are all these important laws that they must be heavily involved in, and it's also difficult and complicated. Oh, how things change. Just one statistic that might surprise you. Over the last 3 years, a member of the European Parliament has had the chance to vote in the European Parliament on an average of 1,702 occasions. Compare that to an MP who has been given the chance to vote on an average of just 284 divisions a year over the last 15 years. That's a ratio of 6 EU votes to 1 UK Parliament vote. Is that food for thought? Anyway, that's by the by. The real point is that we're talking about laws that the Remainers were, in the past, quite content to leave to other people to sort out. They did not worry that they had no say in them, or at most just nodded them through. To put this in context, had the European Parliament voted through a law, but with every single UK MEP arguing and voting against it, that law would still end up being in force in the UK, whatever the people of the UK or its own Parliament wanted. The Remain MPs have been completely at ease for decades with an arrangement where certain laws were made for the UK but without their involvement. But now suddenly they want to be involved when there's a chance to spoil Brexit. If these Remain MPs can trust the EU Commission, the EU Parliament system and MEPs from 27 other foreign states to make and impose laws on the UK without them, then they should now be content for the UK government, over which they have much more control, to run the show as we rediscover our independence. I say to those Remain-minded MPs, stop trying to skewer the bill and vote it through, because if there had been no referendum, you wouldn't be debating those laws anyway. I make no apologies for labouring the point, as I think it's an important one to make. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Please leave a comment below. Thank you. Please do like and share this video. And also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.